Hello and welcome to the Sunbirdcrochet podcast. My name is Claudia and I'm coming to you from Germany.
And a fabulous garden. It does have an awful lot going for it, and it's just a 55-minute drive to Izzy's work.
It's August, my friends. How did that happen? I noticed that I didn't post anything in July, and what can I say? I haven't been that busy crochet-wise because there is a little guy who distracted me from everything. He is living with us. I think he came to us, I want to say 2 weeks ago, but maybe it's 2.5 weeks by now. And his name is Teddy, the artist formerly known as Männlein. And I'm sure you've seen him already in my last tutorial about the colorwork crochet sweater. Right at the end, he's a real darling. But I know also you're not here for Teddy, you're here for crochet. So let's talk about that. Today I have for you one work in progress and 2 oldies but goldies. Now, I've been watching Jeanette from Crafty Clegg's creation channel. I saw that she is crocheting a Tilda doll. Tilda, they are famous for their fabrics and their sewing books and tutorials, and they really create these beautiful floral fabrics and what you can make with them. And I think the biggest hit was right at the beginning of when they became famous. They made these Tilda dolls. They are sewn dolls with very long limbs and tiny heads and little expression, but still very cute. And I always thought I would like to be able to sew one of those. And when I saw and found a tutorial, a free crochet tutorial on the internet, I think it was a Dutch one, a Dutch or a Spanish one or Portuguese, but in the world of online translations, that's not a problem either. So I found a tutorial, which I will link down below for you if it's still online. And I've made my very first own Tilda doll in crochet. Let me show you. The oldies amongst you will have seen her before. So I've made her. She has very long legs. And believe me, that was part of a, she's a bit dusty. That was part of a whole pattern. She doesn't have any shoes, I just realized, but never mind that. I made her using some leftover yarn, and you change colors here so that she gets a bit of a blouse. And excuse me, where are the legs, so she can sit very nicely. And I've crocheted her a dress. No pattern for that. I just made a panel and added a bit of a frill. And then my mother sewed her an apron, so it looks a bit like a dirndl dress. I added some buttons here on the front so that it really looks like a blouse. And she has this sideways hair thingy going on. And I also added like a necktie for stabilization. I also added a bit of a wire in her neck so that she is not going to flop her head. So I was very pleased with this little Tilda doll. I really love her. She's very sweet. And I know that Jeanette is actually using a paid-for pattern, not a free one. I don't know which one she's using, but if you want to find out, go and check out her channel. I will link that down below as well. Her latest episode with the Tilda doll in it. So there you go. That's my Tilda doll number 1. And years after I made that one, let's put her up here. Years after making that Tilda doll, I had the urge to make another one. You know these things. You make one, you want to make another one. So let me show you my second one. This is my Frida Kahlo Tilda doll. And by then I was actually able to customize the pattern. I made her shorter legs. She's having an underwear. She does have shoes, red shoes with laces in the front. And she has, again, a frilly underdress. This time I made it with a V-stitch here, as you can see. And then I added a bit of a frilly border. And my mother made her a nice overdress in this special tulip pink fabric with monkeys. And she has her blue blouse on. And I made her a little scarf to wrap around. And I wrapped it around so that... Sorry if you can hear that, but Teddy is playing with his fumbleboard. What's it called? Fummelbrett. He's trying to get his snacks out of a cardboard box in which I cut holes. I will show you. I think there might still be one snack in there, and he's very thorough. There. Got it. So now I made her a little scarf, which not only is fashionable, but it also keeps her head up. I also put something in there. I don't remember what it was. I think it was a wooden stick or something. And then I made her braids and her hair up. And I gave her a unibrow and a bit more of a face. A smile, a bit of lipstick, and some flowers in her hair. And I actually had a leftover plastic monkey, so I put that one on her shoulder. So that's my Frida Kahlo Tilda doll. These two dolls are living together in my bedroom. They are sitting and together and they are chatting, and yeah, very happy with them. I thought I would show these to you in case you are inclined or inspired to make your own Tilda doll in crochet. Now, since I made the tutorial, part 3, I think you know what I'm working on. And these days I'm working on it almost exclusively because I finished the squares of my blanket, and I might start with the plain squares next so that I can put it together as a blanket. But what gets the most love at the moment, because I want to be able to show it to you, is my colorwork crochet or crochet colorwork sweater using a knit chart. I've split for the sleeves here, and I explained in my tutorial how you do that. I tried it on and it does fit me, except for one thing. There is still too much fabric on the back, so that this is a little bit of a flare in here, too much fabric. Is that a problem for me? No, it's not. Am I going to frog what I did here? It's not that much. It's just like 3 rows or something. No, I'm not. I'm just going to keep it as is. Or am I? You tell me. Should I frog it back? And this, maybe I should. And then I should distribute the stitches of the yoke differently. I'm not quite sure. So this is my one and only work in progress at the moment. After splitting for the sleeves, I will have to decide if I work first on the body and then I do the 2 sleeves. I also have to decide if I want short sleeves or long sleeves. If I want them to, if I do long sleeves, I have to decide if I want to decrease so that it's getting tighter and tighter, because the arm circumference, the arm circumference is bigger here than here. So I have to decide on that. I have to decide if I use the same stitch for the body. Spoiler alert, if I don't, it will look really awkward. So all these things, but maybe I will have to frog back and try again. The thing is, when you're working on one project, you're always keen to start the next one. And I am tempted to join the next Schreepjes Kel, which is going to start soon, I believe. It's a blanket, a free pattern. And it's by, the designer is Dedrius. I probably pronounce her name incorrectly. I will put her name up here. And it's going to be a beautiful blanket. The name has slipped off my mind, off my memory right now, but I will put that up here as well. And yeah, I'm considering to join the Kel. There are a couple of Kels coming up to overcome the summer crochet sadness and to get the mojo back, the crojo. Teddy! He's playing with his mouse now. So, you should see that. Let me show you. Hey! Herr. Can I do my crochet podcast? Yeah? Thank you. So what else have I been up to? Apart from crocheting on the sweater, I've been sorting out my belongings, my things, to make space for Teddy. I also have, well, my beloved standing grandfather's clock stopped working when I stopped it for my holidays, and when I returned it wouldn't start again. So that's a bummer. But I still have a small English mantelpiece clock which never worked, so I decided to de-gut it, which is a sacrilege. I know, but it was 15 euros and I didn't know where to go to. Basically it was either just decorative or I would turn it into something working. So I still had one of these clockworks that, which run by battery, and I still had the black plastic clock hands to go with it, but it wouldn't look nice together with the clock, which is brown, beige and golden. So I took some gold color and I painted on the clock hands. I also shortened them so that they would fit underneath the glass of the mantelpiece clock, and I installed this clockwork into the old English clock, and now it's working, and I can see what the time is. At the moment it's 22:09 in the morning, and I'm up for over 4 hours because little Teddy wakes me up at 4:15 every morning. So what else can I talk about? Not much for me. It's keeping Teddy amused. It's working. Today I'm going to go to a barbecue at my sister's place. Fingers crossed that it will stop raining, because we had really some miserable weather here. It's raining really hard. These last couple of days, really. We want to sit in the garden to do the barbecue, so that would be a bonus. My brother-in-law, he is currently designing a catio for me for my balcony, so that little Teddy can go out on the balcony and sniff some fresh air. And you know, I'm living on the top level of this house, and getting him in and out wouldn't be that easy. Well, ideally I would like him to be able to go out into the wild, into the garden. We live next to a forest, so he could have adventures there, but realistically, cats, especially friendly cats, are disappearing here, because we are at, well, lots of people are coming past our house, or the houses here in the street, and it happened before that the neighbor's cat, he was a red cat as well, he got taken away by some stranger who thought he looked nice. So I don't want to lose my cat. That's why he is not going to be unsupervised in the garden. I don't know. I thought I would let him out and do his thing, and I would be a good mommy and but I get nervous about it all, the whole concept. I just realized that this podcast is full of cat content, so let's go back to the crochet and knitting. I saw that Mariana Müller, who is Sweet Crochet Dreams, is looking for crochet testers for her new Charlotte design. It looks really, really beautiful. It's a crochet design, and it's a very it's a small scarf, very similar to those which are in fashion at the moment, and it looked really neat and modern, not frumpy or anything. It's really modern designs which she is giving us, and she's one of the best designers out there, I must say. I still have one of her tops in the making queue. I just realized. Sorry for not starting earlier, Mariana. I will get to it eventually. Yeah, so I don't have that many news at the moment, and not that much crochet. I had a lovely chat last No, not this, when was it? Not this Friday, the Friday before, with Marie-Louise and with Mariette, we created our own little WhatsApp chat group, which is really nice. Just chatting about life and what we do. So that was really cozy and feels like just a nice end of the week amongst friends. And we're going to do that again soon, I believe, in August. And well, I don't want to bore you with Teddy again, because that's all about the news no, wait. One more thing, my mother is currently on holiday in Denmark. She's on the island of Fanø. I believe that's how do you pronounce it? It's an island full of knitting traditions, and they do have a knitting festival every year in September. So not now, but she told me that they only arrived yesterday morning, and they went to see a seal sanctuary, and they were at the beach, and there were plenty of free roaming seals there as well. And they have a lovely house amidst the dunes, and they're very happy there. And I had originally planned to go with them there, but work, life, these things. But I want to recommend to you one of the episodes by Fruity Knitting, where she is visiting the island of Fanø together with her husband, who passed away quite a while ago, but it's still my favorite episode. She's showing the traditional outfit of the women there, and she's talking about the knitting festival, and I will go and find it for you, and I will link it down below as well. And I think that's a lovely watch, especially if it's a rainy Sunday where you live as well, and it's just one of these pajama days and cuddly days. And yeah, I think I will rewatch this together with you, and I hope that I will have more content crochet and knitting wise for you next time. So keep well, keep safe. I'm going to talk to you soon again. Bye! Switch it!
Shop, 2 pubs and an allotment. House number 2 is situated on a country lane on the boundary of the village. That's 42. That's amazing.
Every American's dream.